So this is Samsung Galaxy A16, the best-selling Android phone of 2025. So I've put my SIM card in and I've been using it for more than a week as my daily driver. And this phone is interesting. Remember, this is not even a mid-range phone. It's a budget phone. So I'm gonna be looking at it as it is. That means we're not expecting wireless charging, Quad HD display, high-end camera. You're not gonna get those features at this price point. So let's discuss why this is the best-selling Android phone in 2025. I'll have links in the description, and if you like these types of content, I do all kinds of tech videos, and I have more budget phone reviews and comparisons coming up, so subscribe if you don't want to miss that. First, let's talk about where this phone sits in the Samsung lineup. In the name, A means it's a mid-range phone, where S series like S25 and S25 Ultra are flagship phones. 1 is a tier number. Higher this number, more expensive it gets. So A06, 16, 26, all the way up to 56. And 6 is the generation. So A16 is the latest generation as of June 2025. So last year, in this tier was A15, a year before A14, and so on. It comes with 4 color variants: blue-black, light gray, light green, and gold. I've got the light gray version. It weighs about 200 grams, it has a plastic back and plastic frame, so it feels a bit cheap in the hand. Although I like this matte texture, it has an interesting shine to it. You can still see some fingerprints and smudges, but not as dramatic as glossy phones. It has dual SIM support, extendable storage, but Samsung removed headphone jack unfortunately. Display, we've got 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate and heats up to 800 nits of brightness on auto brightness setting, which is pretty decent for outdoor visibility. Because it's AMOLED display, the viewing angles are great and the colors are very vivid and punchy. But we do get quite thick bezels and even thicker chin. But again, expect it in the budget phone. We have no under-display fingerprint sensor, but we do have it on the power button. It's very reliable and responsive. And this year we have IP54 rating for water and dust resistance. It will definitely help with water splashes, but don't put it underwater. It has a single speaker on the bottom and the sound is decent, but it lacks bass and would be great to have stereo speakers. Some competition actually has them. And now the performance. 4G variant runs on MediaTek Helio G99 chip, while 5G variant runs on Exynos 1330 or MediaTek Dimensity 6300, depending on the region. It's a bit confusing, I know. For the RAM, we have 4, 6 or 8 GB variants and 1280 or 256 GB of storage. Now, coming from the flagship phone, app launching and loading speeds aren't the fastest, and the app switching isn't the snappiest. And you'll feel some delay, especially when multitasking or jumping between the heavier apps, but in normal use, scrolling Instagram, watching YouTube, it holds up fine. Light games run smoothly. I tried PUBG Mobile and Asphalt and it ran fine, but it's not phone for high-end gaming. We have 5000 mAh battery. I was getting through the whole day easily, even with heavy YouTube and social media usage. And charging speed is only 25 watts, and no charger included in the box, of course. Now the cameras. It has a triple camera setup on the back, 50 megapixel wide, 5 megapixel ultra-wide, and 2 megapixel macro. On the front, we have 13 megapixel selfie camera. It takes decent photos in good lighting, like outdoors or near windows, but low light performance, not great. There's noise and loss of detail. Selfie camera is usable, good enough for taking photos in good lighting and basic video calls. video is kept at 1080p Full HD 30 FPS and there's no video stabilization, so if you're walking and filming at the same time, it's gonna be shaky. This is how selfie video looks on Galaxy A16 during daylight, good lighting condition, and also you're listening to internal microphones of A16 and there's no image stabilization, so the footage is gonna be a bit shaky. So let me know in the comments what you think. Actually, I'm really impressed with photos during daylight, especially the portrait mode. I think it looks quite good considering it's very budget phone, because camera is the department where you can actually see that it's a budget phone, but here I'm pretty impressed. This is how front-facing camera looks in low light. It's very dark here, and this is also internal microphones of Samsung A16. Software experience is pretty much the same as any Samsung phone, which is a positive thing, of course. We do miss some features like AI, always on display and screen recording. Also, it came with some bloatware pre-installed, but not much. I had everything uninstalled under 5 minutes. But Samsung promises 6 major Android and One UI updates. I don't know if this hardware will last that long, but still, it's good to know you'll have new software experience for 6 years. And now, the cons. I can't ask a lot from the phone at this price point, but still I have to mention some stuff that should be improved. There's only one speaker, but it gets the job done. No headphone jack. In the budget phones, at least we used to get headphone jack, but Samsung removed it this year. Too bad. No 120Hz refresh rate, but 90Hz is not bad. And the side note, as the screen is arguably the most important aspect of a smartphone, I think AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate should be bare minimum at any price in 2025. One thing that reminds me it's a budget phone while using it is haptics. Vibration motors are pretty weak and not precise. Also, as I said earlier, performance is fine, but don't expect snappy app launches or heavy multitasking. It's just okay. So, what is it? What is it that makes A16 a best-selling Android phone nearly every year? Previous year it was A15, A14 before that. Well, I think it's a combination of few things. Price, performance, and brand name. Also, design plays a big part in my opinion. This is more or less how the flagships look, like S25 and S25 Plus, from the back, of course. Also, what plays a big part is battery life. Maybe it's not the best, but it's very good. All of this combined appeals to the broader audience. For the people who are not tech enthusiasts and don't care about cameras too much, this phone is totally fine, though I would suggest 8GB RAM version for a smoother experience. But for average everyday use, it's a super affordable phone that will accomplish everything you'd want, and even more. For me, it's a decent phone. Not bad at all, but I still have to say that there are even more capable phones at this price range, with even better speakers, higher refresh rates, better performance, or even bigger batteries. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Would you buy this one or go for something else? And if you've used any budget phones lately, share your experience. Which one would you buy under $200? Stay tuned for more budget phones and comparisons. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.